And welcome back to Ariel Arena, where we have quite well. It's been a really good game. It really has a great game all afternoon, and Mount Vernon came off so strong, and they hung with Taylor for the first half of the game, and unfortunately, they have just not been able to do that here in the second half, as Taylor has just exploded on the offensive side of the ball, as they lead 71-58, and Mount Vernon coming off of a 3-game losing streak to Marion, then back on February 5th, and then to Huntington last Saturday, and on Wednesday night losing to St. Francis. And they were hoping for a huge win today, but unfortunately it just does not look like that is going to happen, as Meredith Deckard was able to inbound from the left of the lane, and now Deckard will have it, and she stomps on the brakes and gets it back to Abby Books. And Abby Books now will hand it off to B Books. B Books guarded closely by Gregory, and now B Books had her shot recycled by Danny Ellerbrock. Coe with a long three, and she drills it. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Maggie Coe. And that pushes the Mount Vernon deficit back down to 10, 71-61 with 2 minutes to play. And now Meredith Deckard able to save it for the visiting Trojans. And boy, what a huge heads-up play by Danny Ellerbrock to get it back to Maggie Coe. And Ellerbrock picks up the assist on that three-pointer. And now for TU, it's going to be Huffman, and she's going to beat the shot clock and get 2 points home. So Sydney Huffman now with 5 points on the afternoon. 3 of those from the free throw line, and that pushes the Mount Vernon deficit back up to 12, 73-61, coming up to 1:20 to play. And Gregory's shot recycled by Sydney Huffman, and now Huffman will get it to Deckard. Deckard back to Huffman, and Deckard will have it, and they are going to say Danny Ellerbrock pushed off, and Danny Ellerbrock going to be called for the foul here with 1:10 to go in the game. And unfortunately, Mount Vernon is going to fall in this game. But you have to give credit to the red-hot Taylor Trojan team. And they are number 7 in the nation in the team. They are number 7 in the nation for a reason. And that first free throw good for Meredith Deckard, the 5'5 sophomore from Martinsville, Indiana. And both of her free throws are good. And Mount Vernon trails 74-61 as Maggie Coe dribbles it across the timeline now. And now Coe passes inside to Peru, and Peru heaved up a layup, and it was no good, but she's going to have a chance at 2 points as they trail by 13 with 90 seconds to go. And Riley Peru's first free throw on the way is good, as Riley Peru now has 9 points, and she's looking to make it 10 points on the afternoon if this free throw goes, and it does. And the lead back to 11 for Mount Vernon, and a heads-up play on almost a recycled shot by Maggie Coe against Meredith Deckard, and Coe going to be called for her foul, and that's going to send Meredith Deckard back to the free throw line. Boy, Meredith Deckard, she is having a career day, especially from beyond the arc, as she is 6 of 6 from 3-point range, and her first free throw there is good. Or I should 5 of 5 from 3-point range. I stand corrected, so sorry about that. 5 of 5 from 3-point range, and both of Meredith Deckard's free throws are good, nothing but the bottom of the net, as Taylor Gregory will inbound to the right of the lane for Mount Vernon, and she will hand it off to Maggie Coe, and Coe going to dribble it across the timeline now. Mount Vernon trails by 14, 77-63, with under 50 seconds to play. Now Gregory going to drive the lane, and that shot no good. Rebounded by Abby Books. And we have another timeout called with 43 seconds to go. Mount Vernon trails 77-63, and we are going to stay right here with you for the finish of this game, as unfortunately Mount Vernon is going to fall once again, as they have lost 3 games in a row, and they're going to make it 4 in a row with the loss here this afternoon. And as I said, Taylor is number 7 in the nation for a reason, and they've definitely shown that reason here this afternoon inside Ariel Arena. So Jamie Netzley will inbound on Meneer's side right beneath the press box, and does, to B. Books. And B. Books, very frustrated by the way Sage Brannon kind of bumped her with the foul there, as B. Books picked up the ball and essentially half threw it at the official, not in a way toward the official, but in a very angry way of the way Sage Brannon was playing defense on her. So Becca Books, the 5'11 senior from Angola, Indiana, drills home both free throws, as she has 11 points on the afternoon and 3 of 3 from downtown. And Madison Neer fouls out for Mount Vernon, and Mount Vernon trails 79-63 with 35 seconds to go in the game. Now Ellerbrock hands it back to Gregory. Now Coe from the top of the key, three-pointer no good, and rebounded by Becca Books. And A. Books, and now a one-on-one to Jamie Netzley, and Jamie Netzley drills 2 more points home for the visiting Trojans, as Netzley now with 25 points on the afternoon. Mount Vernon trails 81-63. Gregory around Abby Books, and Taylor Gregory with 2 more points on the board. And with 5 seconds to go, Taylor is just going to dribble this one out, as Deckard will do that very same thing to dribble out the clock, and this game is over. And unfortunately, Mount Vernon falls in this one by a final score of 81-65. And boy, just a red-hot performance from the Taylor Trojans here in the second half. Now, Mount Vernon, as we said, had 33 points at halftime. They only scored 32 points the whole second half combined. And Taylor, on the other hand, scored 33. Let's see. Let me do math in my head. 43. So Mount Vernon gets outscored 43-32 in the whole second half, and Jamie Netzley was a huge part of that for the Trojans, coming away with 25 points and 2 of 2 from downtown. And Sydney Hupman on the afternoon comes away with 5 points, and 3 of those at the free throw line. And Becca Books comes away with 11 points on the afternoon, 3 of 3 from downtown. Abby Books, boy, she had herself one heck of a career day out there on the court with 16 points, and also 2 of 2 from downtown. So both Abby and Becca Books had a really good day at the three-point line. As I said, A. Books 2 of 2 from downtown, B. Books 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. And Becca Books, she is one great basketball player. I will definitely give her credit for that as well. And of course, I mentioned Jamie Netzley coming away with 25 points on the day. And boy, Meredith Deckard, I mean, you talk about a game changer performance, and that was Meredith Deckard all afternoon long. Meredith Deckard coming away with 23 points on the afternoon, and with those 23 points by Deckard, she was 5 of 5 from downtown. And boy, oh boy, I mean, you talk about one heck of a player. And Meredith Deckard, as I said, the 5'5 sophomore from Martinsville, Indiana, definitely delivered this afternoon for the Taylor Trojans. And coming away with 23 points, 5 of 5 from downtown. And just to recap, Jamie Netzley, 25 points on the afternoon, 2 of 2 from downtown. Sydney Huffman coming away with 5 points, 3 of those from the free throw line. And Abby Books coming away with 16 points on the afternoon, 2 of 2 from downtown. And Becca Books coming away with 12 points or 11 points, I'm sorry. Becca Brooks coming away with 11 points on the night, and 3 of 3 from downtown. And once again, Mount Vernon falls in this game 81-65. So thanks so much for tuning in with me this afternoon. This has been Matt Harden with you. And before we wrap it up, I would like to take a minute and thank our WNZR sports partners, Blue Body and Frame, CES Credit Union, Cosby Heating and Cooling, Fredericktown Chevrolet, GR Smith Hardware, Knox Community Hospital, Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehab, Mount Vernon Grand Hotel, Ohio Rental, Pond Tire Company, Valley ATV, Wendy's of Mount Vernon, and MVNU Athletics. Thank you all for your partnership of WNZR Sports. Thanks so much again for tuning in with me this afternoon. This has been Matt Harden, and I pray that you have a great rest of your weekend and a great rest of your night, and God bless.